When the end of the year come, rest is like, I be trying to find it, bro. I be trying to find it like it's a sale or something.
But I don't have no problem in this area. When my head hit that pillow, it's lights out.
Really?
I'm gone.
My head don't even got to be on a pillow, bro. If y'all be too quiet in this room right now, I might take a nap.
I feel like if she laid in that other room or something after a hard day at work and she hear that beep come on that PlayStation, and she hear that beep come on that PlayStation, like, I know you ain't out here playing games.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lex.
Or just a lack of schedule in general for us, boy, because Lord knows.
Hey, man, start the podcast.
Yeah, man. Lord knows. I'm the last one to go to sleep in my house every night.
Bro, every night. Hey, what's going on, man? And welcome back to another edition of the Melly D's podcast, where we have honest conversations that every man needs but rarely gets to have. It's your boy Melly Mel, a.k.a. Meek Mel, a.k.a. your favorite truth teller, a.k.a. if you don't want to know,
don't ask me.
It's your boy T.Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got some you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What up, world? It's Dave. Dave has wings. I'm back in here. I'm doing my thing. Keep your mind elevated. Keep your feet on the ground. Subscribe to this pod and keep polishing that crown.
Hey, man, you came in real well on that one just now.
Hey,
I
man,
appreciate
hey,
that.
got them reps up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting
we
them
getting
reps
it
in.
Got them reps up.
Hey, but listen, if you haven't peeped out just yet, look at the drip. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. Drip. Hey, you can get some merch that looks exactly like this on our merch shop. The link is in the bio. It's also in our description of this YouTube. If you are listening, go to our Instagram or our TikTok link tree, and you'll be able to find our merch tree there. In it, you could be able to grab, we got t-shirts, we got hoodies, because it is hoodie season. So go ahead and get you a hoodie for that special man. If you're a lady watching, get it for that special man that you know. If you're a man, get it for yourself. If you're a dude and you got it, get it for another dude. Yeah. You can do that too. I'm gonna cut that part out.
No, you're not. No,
You
you're
might as well
not.
leave it in there now.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna cut
You might as
that
well
part.
leave it in
I'm gonna
there.
cut
No,
that
you're
Show
part.
some brotherly love, man.
Show some brotherly
Get your
love.
homeboy a hoodie,
There you
man.
go.
Spread love. Pass it around.
Yeah, get your homeboy. You know what? You got yourself a hoodie. Get your homeboy
a hoodie, man.
So y'all can take a hoodie photo together.
Or a tee, long sleeve, sweatshirt.
Yes, and
All
we
that.
We got it all.
and we got premium and
We got
non-
premium and basic. Well, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna call it basic. We ain't pick nothing basic.
Standard.
But we got standard and premium.
There you
standard
go.
and
That's
premium.
I like
word.
that way you
So
said
you can
that.
be able to get those merch items on our merch shop. We also on Patreon.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to the Patreon, man. As we've been letting you all know, you can subscribe for free. Let me start with that because people always want you to subscribe to something, and the first thing you think about is the cost.
Mm-hmm.
You can subscribe to our Patreon for free. Go over there now, subscribe to the Patreon. We're going to have bonus content, resources, community, conversation, extra episodes maybe. We got a bunch of stuff going on that we're doing, that we will be doing, that will roll out, that we'll keep talking about. And just continue to find ways to have deeper conversations with you all because we really don't know who listens to the pod until
Big
y'all
facts.
say something. So one of the best ways for us to know that is who's basically subscribed to the Patreon, who's leaving comments, who's sending us messages and things like that. So join the community, man. Tap in, join the Cave Gang. You can join for free. And for those who want a deeper experience, we will have some other things that you can purchase along the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you don't want to do Patreon, we completely understand. But if you're listening to this, whether you're listening to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, hit the button, man.
Press
Go ahead and
subscribe.
subscribe and share it with a friend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? During this holiday season, I know you're interacting with some people. Just let them know, hey, man, I've been listening to some cats. They be talking about some real. Go ahead and take a listen to them. Hey, man, we'll really appreciate the support and
Facts.
things of that nature. So, yeah. What we talking about today,
We
fellas?
on that today, man. Resting. We talking rest.
Boy, is it needed.
A life of rest. It's that time of year.
It
When
is-
the end of the year come, rest is like, I be trying to find it, bro. I be trying to find it like it's a sale or something. I be needing that
Hey,
rest.
they be promoting themselves. They don't be promoting rest, boy.
Come on now.
Nah, bro, you can't buy it. Well, actually, you can. You can buy rest. You just have to be willing to pay for it.
It costs. I was just about to say that.
It costs, and it's not just money, but it's also a mentality shift. It's also a willing to sacrifice something else in order to grab that rest.
I realized that I don't rest well. Like in general, I don't think that up until recently, people started getting new language from other people and stuff like that. I've just never prioritized rest in my life because I've always been a night owl. I just stay up by nature. I just be up. I don't be trying to stay up. It's just I've always been able to be up late, get up early, and just function in the day. So I've never really tried to prioritize like I actually need sleep or different things like that. Not even just sleep, because you can sleep and not rest.
That part.
So it's just like the different just habits and intentionality behind actually trying to rest. I've been trying to grow in that, learning that, because it just hasn't been anything that I've attempted before. And you really don't realize how depleted you actually are until you do actually rest. And you be like, dang,
I needed that.
I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed
Or
that.
your body will shut it down for you, man.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. It's interesting too, just in this season, we got a baby that's a little over 18 months. Sleeping through the night most of the time. Sometimes ends up in our bed 3-4 in the morning type situation. But
Been there.
it's again, it's realizing that it's a season. You know what I'm saying? Of at least, and I think also too, I think part of it is we're talking about rest, but y'all notice how most of what we've been talking about has been sleep.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily
Not the same.
The full portion of what the full conversation of what rest is. There was a TikTok, I think I shared it with both of y'all, matter of fact, that has where the girl was talking about, it's the girl, she's got like a little board that she writes on or whatever. She talks about like brain and productivity and kind of fighting against the algorithm and stuff like that. Ironically, even though she's on social. So it's kind of funny. But she's giving out good information. She's giving out great information. And she talks about the different types of rest. So I don't even remember all of them off the top of my head, but it's like spiritual rest, emotional rest, mental, and then physical. It's like kind of like the tip of the spear, tip of the iceberg. So we actually be thinking about sleep, but it's like, are you resting, you know what I'm saying, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? How are you creating space
in all
for you to
areas?
have, be holistic in terms of the rest that you're receiving. Because you can get 8 hours of sleep and still be trying to figure out why you drained.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can get 10 hours of sleep, 12 hours of sleep, still feel like you drained.
Yeah, the mental rest is probably one of the biggest things. My mind races all the time. Now, listen, I know y'all said this earlier, but I don't have no problem in this area. When my head hit that pillow, it's lights out.
For real?
I'm gone.
My head don't even got to be on a pillow, bro. If y'all be too quiet in this room right now, I might take a nap.
No, that's fact, bro.
If y'all was like, hey, yo, I'm gonna take an intermission real quick, I'm gonna go grab a snack. Y'all came back, I'd be sitting over here like this, just like this. Just because of how quiet it is in here.
Yeah, I am. I'm like that too. We was at the movie theater the other night, and it got into like one of them quiet areas, bruh. I give you a prime example when Wakanda, Black Panther 2 came out. Wakanda Forever. They had got to, first of all, that movie was like almost 3 hours long. Okay, that's a long movie, and they had got to a part where it wasn't any action and they was just talking. And I noticed like my eyes got like a little heavy. But in this room, I heard in the front of me and the back of me, dads snoring. I'm talking about they was gone, bro. Because it was a part of the movie. It was like, yep, this is where my brain deactivates, and they were gone.
You know what? I got a story similar to that. I had just got offline. I had just got done playing, so my sleep schedule was all over the place. And me and the homies went and seen the first Hunger Games in the movies. And I dozed off in that joint. It got to like a little quiet part.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and it was the scene where they was throwing them fireballs. Bro, I thought my life was my life flash before my eyes, bro. I thought it was over. I was like, oh man.
Bro, I don't know why they do that in the movies. Like it be super duper duper uber loud at this one part. And then when they want to talk, they turn the volume down. It's like, bro, I can't hear. And so now I'm trying hard to hear. And now it's like, I'm just
Going to sleep.
Time.
Yeah.
Bro, when we was on vacation, when we went to the DR, we were at the little sports bar thing that they had. Everybody was playing pool, and I was just sitting there in one of the bar stools. Bar stool ain't have no back support, bro.
About fell off.
I was asleep No back support on the stool. I don't even know how I was holding my body up, bro. Everybody else is playing pool, having a good time. They look over at me, bro. I'm in a full sleep
at
in
the
the
bar.
middle of the sports bar on vacation, bro.
So listen.
I couldn't keep my eyes open for like the first 2 days we was there.
So how come in an area, in a time where you're supposed to be active, you can fall asleep, but at a time when you're supposed to be asleep, you're more active? Why do you think that is?
Bro, I have no idea. Because I can fall asleep in a noisy room. Like when you were just saying, if y'all get quiet enough, if I was tired enough, if y'all was making noise, I could fall asleep right now. And it wouldn't bother me at all. But when I'm in my room at night sometimes and it's just quiet, it'll take me an hour and a half to fall asleep. And I will literally be laying there holding my eyes closed, trying to go to sleep. And I can't go to sleep. It literally take me almost a whole hour to fall asleep. And that's not normal because when I looked up the research, it's only supposed to take us 5 to 10 minutes to fall asleep. Once we lay down and close our eyes and stuff, it's only supposed to take about 5 to 10 minutes. It takes me an hour.
Is
almost.
it now? When's your cutoff on caffeine during the day?
Lately I haven't really been doing soda at all. So I may do coffee in the morning, but most of the day after that, I've just been doing water or juice. So I haven't even really been doing caffeine anymore. A lot. I haven't even been putting sugar in my coffee either. Like I've been trying to cut different stuff out. I've just been using creamer and coffee, all different type of thing.
What's happening within that hour of time that you're trying to fall asleep?
My mind going crazy. But the hour before I go to sleep or when I'm laying down with my eyes closed?
Oh, we can start with before. Yeah, who goes go with before?
Before I get into bed, probably tidying up the day, like something with the kids or the house or walking the dog or getting stuff fixed up or something like that. I don't really be doing anything strenuous at all before I lay down to go to bed. But as soon as I lay down or whatever, I guess everything that I hadn't thought about for the day rushes into my mind. And so then for the whole hour, I'm just laying there.
You ever thought about journaling?
Yeah, I've tried it.
It didn't work.
Well, it's not that it didn't work. I think I'm more of a guided journal.
Okay, as opposed to just being a right.
Yeah, because a couple other times that people was like journal. My dad would tell me. My dad been telling me to journal for forever, and I kept saying like, all right, yeah, because I always felt like journaling was for people who couldn't articulate what they were feeling.
Make you feel like it's Moesha's diary.
Yeah, like and that was the other part too. Learning how to separate journaling from diaries, because it's not the same. But in your mind, you think of journal, you think of diary. So then you like, well, I don't need no diary or whatever. So I always felt like the people who journaled couldn't necessarily articulate what they were feeling. And I'm like, I could just say what I'm feeling out loud, like or something like that. Not understanding that the concept of journaling was really just to get stuff out your head first. And then be able to go back and look and reflect on, whatever it is. So at first, I would try to journal, and because it wasn't guided, it was just a blank page. I didn't really know what to write, or I didn't know where to start with stuff. So I literally, someone went back when I die 30 or 40 years from now, and someone goes back and finds my journal, it's gonna start off saying, people told me to journal, so I'm journaling. My dad kept telling me to journal, so this is me journaling. I don't know what to say, and I just start, writing all the stuff that I feel. But what's funny about the journaling, though, is sometimes I get to a point where I was writing something, and then you really start to hear how crazy you sound sometimes. Not crazy like need medication, but like this is a crazy thought that I'm writing down. Yeah. And then halfway through it, I'm like, why am I thinking this? Like, why am I thinking this or why am I writing this? But that's the point, of the journaling or whatever. By the way, get our journal. Get our 10-day guided journal. We created a journal. It's a starter to help you learn how to journal, get things out of your head, get into the practice. If you're subscribed on the Patreon and you're paying for it, you get it for free. If you're not, I don't know the price yet, but I'll tell you about it. I'll figure out the price, but get it. It's a 10-day journal to help you get into the habit of journaling, try to get things out your mind. It worked for me. It was something that I created because it's something that I needed, and I didn't know I needed it, and I feel like some other people could benefit from it. So that's why I made it. Hopefully you do benefit from it. But it's kind of just to prompt you, get you started, give you something to think about so that you can start writing, because I think most of us don't journal because we don't know where to start. So that was for me. So basically, when I'm laying down, it's like all of my thoughts are racing at the same time.
Before I go to bed. Whenever that happens to me, I just start counting. And by the time I hit 15, probably, I'm knocked out. But for real, if I'm sitting there, my brain is racing, I'm thinking too much. I just start counting from 1 and see how far I get before I fall asleep.
Nah. For me, it'd be like, man, I don't think I'm gonna fall asleep anytime.
For real?
Gone.
Mm.
Also, too, like I've already had a full day. I'm not a morning person, but I wake up early in the morning.
What's early?
Ooh, see, I don't want to say because then y'all gonna judge me. I don't, cause it ain't really early.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
It ain't
brother.
really early,
It's all
but it's
relative.
early for me because I'm a night owl. But 7 o'clock is early.
That ain't bad.
If you going to bed at 2,
Big facts.
yeah.
So waking up at 7, trying to get my day started, going to work, and then at work I do a workout, go back to work, then drive back home, start doing a little homework, maybe watch a little bit of TV or something like that, and then by the time I'm getting into bed, it's lights out, bro. It's lights out.
What's crazy, I think I was falling asleep on vacation, not because I was sleepy, but because I was actually in a moment of rest.
Mm-hmm.
And my body
Was
caught up to
finally
where-
Yeah.
my body caught up to where I was, and so it was harder for me to. I was literally sometimes fighting myself to stay awake to be able to enjoy the able to enjoy the vacation because my body was actually resting.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny you say that. We went to Kill Devil Hills a few years ago, and we got there, and this is the oldest thing I've ever done in my life. We got there, and I sat in a rocking chair looking at the ocean, and I was gone in 15 minutes, bro. I was watching the ocean. I was like, man, them waves. Them waves.
Hey man, that ocean
Ocean
sound
Ocean
relaxing.
sound put you to sleep, man.
Very
sound do put you to
relaxing,
sleep.
bro.
But you know, it's funny. I can only get true rest like when my body's like, yo, man, let's just you can go to sleep without thinking about everything that's going on in your world when I disconnect physically from where my normal life is. So if I'm outside of my house and I'm not thinking about, okay, I got the laundry I gotta fold, I got the dishes in the dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this computer I need to type on for a little bit for the night. Well, I mean, who gonna watch Netflix if I don't watch it tonight? So I need to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
Netflix needs me.
It's like, yes, everything it's like things I need to get done. But when I disconnect from that actual environment and I'm somewhere else, it's where I feel like I don't have any responsibilities. And that is where I feel like I truly have rest, when I don't have responsibilities in the moment.
You know what's crazy? We were talking about rest recently, and one of my friends was asked us what rest looks like. Like, what does rest look like to you? And the first thing I thought about was not having any responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing I thought about, was rest. Like not having to do nothing, not having to worry about nothing, just literally nothing was like rest. And after everyone went through and said their thing, the first thing he said was, rest is not running away from your responsibilities.
Mm.
And I was like, in my mind, that was rest.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
how am I resting if I got, because to me, resting is like, I don't have nothing to do. So if I got stuff to do, how am I resting?
Yeah.
So like the concept of rest is still new for me, like still figuring out like resting and what it looks like. And I think part of the struggle is because I've always not saying that someone's verbally said it, but kind of have always felt like I wasn't allowed to rest, because if I'm not working or doing something, then I'm being irresponsible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then I always felt like I need to be moving, or I need to be doing something, or something got to be happening, or I got to be working on something, because if I'm not, it would be framed, you would basically be framed in a way as like you're wasting time or you're being lazy or whatever. So, and I didn't want to feel like I was wasting time or being lazy. So then I would just always be doing something.
Yeah.
So then I never learned how to like rest, like learn that it's okay. And part of that was also the time clock that I be having in my head about trying to get to where I'm trying to get to, and feeling like, well, if I take this day, that's going to push me back.
Yeah.
But then when you sit there and think about, you like, how much is one day really going to change me getting to my destination from where I am right now? Like if I did 3 more hours of work, is that really going to reshape my entire situation? It's like, no, it's like, but sometimes like you literally got to rest to go forward, because if I don't rest, I definitely ain't gonna be able to move forward. Like you said, my body gonna shut down or something like that, or I ain't even gonna be able to process properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rest is
What's
a
rest
dream
look like
right
for
now,
you?
boy. It's a dream right now. That's what it looked like. It looked like a dream between work.
I
and,
felt that, yeah, man. When he did that, I felt.
Yeah, it's just with the season we in right now. It's not a restful season. It's just not a reality at the moment.
So if you're not getting energy from rest, where are you getting your energy from? Like, what is your motivation, I should say?
Not being poor, keeping food on the table, roof over the heads.
Essential needs.
Yeah, the essentials, man, legit. But yeah, it's just, I think also too, I think just being able to have trying to create space for more hobbies. That's the thing too. It's like, it's interesting too. You hear people talk about like optimizing your life and time and blah, blah, blah. But like having young children without like, obviously all things being equal, you're not being like super rich, you know what I mean? And being able to have nannies and all the things.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, it's a complete shift. Like, you just know for like the next 4 or 5 years, it's just what it is. Because they need attention. They need to be cared to. The way that they adapt your schedule to running the daycare and going in between work and like doing all the things, it's just not, it's not conducive to doing all of the extra things unless you have, it really show, honestly, what it shows is the importance of having a multi-generational household or having some other type of community support. That's really what it is. I'll reframe it I'll reframe it that way.
Yeah.
Being in this season has just shown the importance of being able to have a support system.
Yeah.
And our family has shown up for us in several ways throughout the last year and a half since my daughter has gotten here. But, when we're in the day-to-day grind of it just being us two, if we're not intentional about leaning on that support system, then you can find yourself in the rat race and feeling like you can't really create any space for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just to change in my schedule, going back into office 9 to 5, plus having to do drop-offs every morning because of my wife's work schedule, I lost my 6 a.m. soccer was like
no more.
Like that was my thing. It was like no matter what happens, because again, I'm a morning person, so I'm up wherever I gotta be. I'm up 5 o'clock. I laid out my clothes the night before. I done took all the friction out the process. Rain, sleet, snow. If the boys are saying they out there, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? At least 3 days a week. So with the change in our schedule, and with me going back to work in the office full time, it's like, again, and just having to do drop-offs.
Physical office, not at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, all that is gone. So like that one outlet that I had now happens maybe once every couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because, we record now too. So the other opportunity is Saturday mornings because the girls are sleeping in. I can pop up, go catch a little 6. Either I can go with the 6 a.m. group or I can go with the 9 a.m. group, depending on what was going on the night before and what time I laid down. So that may happen once every so often. But that's when I feel, not necessarily the most rested, but at least have some, like, I get recharged a little bit from just having that physical activity, camaraderie with those guys that I'm, playing with. Oh, we ain't seen you in a little bit. How's the baby? Da, da, da. Inside jokes, all the things. So, yeah, man. And then, I mean, as of lately, sometimes it's being able to hop on the game a little bit early. You know what I mean? Early in the morning. Got one of my homies who's trying to, hop on Call of Duty, play a couple games.
Wait, y'all play Call of Duty in the morning?
Yeah.
There's people wake in the morning playing Call of Duty?
Bro, you can catch a game on Call of Duty any time of the day.
Anytime.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what time.
But a lot of guys that are overseas will be playing at that time of day because they're 5 hours. They're a few hours ahead, 6 hours ahead.
But even then, too, like, it's people, right? It's always people online playing.
You know what? I gave up Call of Duty because it wasn't restful. I loved Call of Duty. Me and my wife almost divorced twice because of Call of Duty, bro.
You was playing it so much?
Well, first of all, I opened up a credit card without her knowing to go
you
buy.
Those. You open a secret credit card to buy Call of Duty.
Okay, so here's the story. The story is she went away to hang out with her girls for like a week. And I'm at the crib.
Even worse, deception while she was away from
Dave,
home.
The judgment that is spewing from your mouth right now is not conducive to my storytelling. Okay, so the thing is, she left for a week. And I only had the PS2 at the time, and this is 2013. 2013, you got a PS2, you kind of behind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So the
Basically got Atari.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the phone
PS2 in 2013 is
I'm pretty sure the 4 was out by then almost, right?
Nuts.
might have been, but anyway, so
I
she
know the
was
3
going.
out.
gotta be.
I think
I
went
had
to-
PS3.
I went to Target.
What was the 3?
Target had a sale. Had a sale on the Xbox, and it was a package deal. It came with Modern Warfare and the Xbox, and they was like, you get an extra $50 off if you get the credit card. I was like, absolutely, this is the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. So wife comes home. I was like, hey, just to let you know, there's gonna be a bill that's gonna come in later on in the month, in a credit card, but I got the money for it. She was like, Negro. Anyway, so that was the first time. The second time is when I was trying to get the ghillie suit. And the second,
Mr. Cosplay over here.
Look,
I was trying to get the ghillie suit and Cold War. I think that's what the
so
one
you was
was.
buying packs.
I wasn't because I wasn't buying the packs, I had to grind to get it.
Yeah,
This was
that's
back.
how I do.
Yeah,
I ain't buying no pack.
yeah. So this was back when
It's
Call
all
of
a
Duty
scam.
wasn't as pay to play as it is right now. It's totally pay to play. But I'm just telling you all of this because that's how much I love Call of Duty. Got to maybe Modern Warfare, the most recent Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And I was playing that joint, bruh, and I was coming home from work playing that joint, getting destroyed. I'm talking about, I'm jumping in lobbies. As soon as I spawn, I'm dead. And I was like, I refuse to play this game anymore. And I deleted that joint. This is how mad you got to be mad when you own the game, but you delete the download.
Yeah. Especially because that joint take 27 hours to
It's a
download.
It take forever.
And why you giving me a disc and I still got to download it?
Right. It
That's
makes
what
no
I'm
sense.
pissing me off.
Speaking of my soul,
Why you giving me a disc if I still got to download it?
we sounding real old right
We
now.
do sound old.
But-
Because I grew up at a time where the disc was the game.
Exactly.
And that's why I
Yes.
sound old.
Yes.
Well, the crazy thing is too, they give you the disc and then you got to download the thing, and then you can't even play it without the disc.
That's the disc.
Call of Duty.
Anyway, so I was getting wrecked on this game, and I ain't gonna hold you. It took all the energy in me to be like, I know you paid for the game. It was like $60, $70. I know you paid $60, $70, but this is not serving you right now. You need to let it go. And I had to let Call of Duty go, and I haven't played Call of Duty in the past 5 years, and I have been at rest. I no, seriously, bro. You have to analyze your life and realize the things that
That's
are
real.
not that you desire, but maybe not beneficial. I give you another example of something I had to let go. I do cheerleading music.
Yeah.
If Dave, you don't know, I do cheerleading music.
Cheerleading music, like
cheerlead-
music production for cheerleading competitions.
I sure do.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually
That
provide.
sounds like a very unique side hustle. That
It
sounds
is.
like some lucrative, but because I've imagined that they spend a lot of money on cheer stuff, so I imagine
They
that's
do.
a lucrative
They
side
do.
hustle right there.
They do. Yes, they do. I'm talking about. It's been a couple seasons where I can make in between $5,000 to $10,000.
Making cheerleading music.
Just doing lyrics, bro. And I'm only doing the lyrical side. So
That's why them reels was taking so long.
Hey,
But I understand now. Context is key, right?
right.
so I've been doing it. I've been doing that for going on 15 years now. No, like maybe 12. I'm going on 12 years now. And I just called my homeboy up, who is the owner of the company. I was like, "Hey, bro, I hate to say this, bro, but I think it's time for me to hang it up."
Mm.
And it's not that it was great. It's been great money, but when I came to the realization that I was doing it just for the money, and even that, it's like I really don't need the money like that bad, but I had to.
Hold on, time out real quick though. I got to understand the scalability of this. $5,000 to $10,000 in what time frame? And is that seasonal? Is that $5,000 to $10,000 for the whole season, or $5,000 to $10,000 like in a weekend?
Oh yeah, good question. Maybe in between extra $500 to $800 a month, almost. If you were to, but I only really worked.
So it's like across the year.
Yeah, but I
Or
only
across a specific.
but I only
7 months.
worked August, October, November, December, January. So
So
like
the second half of the year,
yeah, so like
$1,000 a month, basically.
like 5 months.
And how
Yeah.
much time were you putting in?
So to make $20, I would have to do 4 bars, just 4 bars. So if in comparison to our intro, it'd be like welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lace, a podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. That's $20 right there.
And them competition joints be like 5 minutes. don't
5
they?
minutes, bro.
And
And
you
if I get an order, and if I get it was at one one of the dudes that was in the company, he it's several artists. He couldn't do his orders. So they was like, "Hey Troy, can you cover for him while he misses his orders?" Bro, I made an extra $2,000 in a week.
and you gave that up?
You think you can do that full time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like legit. Could you
my,
do that
my,
full time?
my boy does do it full time. I don't know how he does it. Listen, y'all not gonna try to get me
No,
back
we're
into
not trying
it.
to jump.
I'm trying to say the reason why I had to let it go
We
and
see,
have rest.
we immediately see a business model that works for you, that's low effort, that is allowing you to make a more than decent amount of money for what seems like a very little effort, but also something that you actually enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So that's why he's like, is that something that you could do full time?
Yeah.
Because if you can work full time writing bars,
If I could
work
full
full-time
time
doing what I like. Yeah.
if I could make full time, that's like, yeah, if I could work full time, if I had your skill set and I could work full time doing cheerleading production music where like I'm good at it, it has a formula to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be very creative in the sense where I'm making something brand new. It's
Like
literally just like
metaphors
there's a
and all that type of
system.
stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a system to it. Me personally, I would consider leaning into that full time because it would provide some of the freedoms of flexibility in time and schedule because I would know how to set up my data
And
programming around that.
you want to do.
Yeah, and then I could just be,
So you're not saying that for you that you got to pick it back up.
right.
You just,
right.
no,
I was just saying,
because originally when you said that you make cheer music, you never explained it to me in that way. You were just saying that you made cheer music. So then when you hear like, oh, he made cheer music, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, okay. But then the more you kept talking about what you were doing and how and what was coming from it, your eyebrows started to raise like, why you not doing that? Why you not doing that?
bro? Well, see, the thing is for me too. Just so
I
you
was
know,
trying
my
to hear the
interest
negative in it.
Yeah, my interest in it is because I just pay attention to like low effort business models.
Yeah, sure.
Like boring businesses is like where most of the money is made.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can like
That's why we get paid, because people can't do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like, and it's boring businesses is like the thing, and really every business that is scaled has a boring component underneath it that's like that, right?
Mhm.
Like, for instance, I worked in creative agency world for a lot of my career, right? And a lot of times these big agencies that you'll see, that's like, oh, they're doing the Nike and they're doing this and they're doing that. The base of their business is like doing something very boring for like Amazon or Walmart.
Sure.
It's like the core of their business. It's like, oh yeah, we run ads for some huge company, and that churns all the revenue, and it's extremely boring. And then you layer some of the cool creative stuff on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So every business has that core base piece of it. So I was just thinking about like, yeah, I was just interested in like that being a niche thing, and thinking like, there's somebody out there who lives in like the middle of West Virginia or the middle of like Arizona or Tennessee, who's like,
I need some cheer music. Who can I find to do
who's
some cheer
doing cheer music full time? They're just like sitting in the crib like, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
10 bands.
That's it.
part of the reason why. Oh, okay. So to answer some of your questions, how come I didn't lean into it full time is because there will be a business part about it that I'm not familiar with. I was actually brought in as an artist,
as a contractor. Yeah,
and I didn't really desire to go into it because it's not my passion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But and then part of the reason why I had to let it go just recently is because it was just eating up time. And it wasn't that it was time consuming. It was just like at times when I wanted to like chill, it was like I got orders tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I need to go do that. And so in order to conserve my energy to focus in other things, because right now working full time, student full time, and doing podcasts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to edit one episode is at least 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stuff. And so I was like, in order for me to have some rest, I have to realize I have to let go of something that I'm holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the things. It's like, in order to get that time back, I had to let go of something. And it's so funny because it's as soon as I called my homeboy, let him know, he was like, man, I understand. And I was like, yeah. I also told him, like, I'm leaning into my church more right now. They wanted me to speak more there and things of that nature. And it's like, I can't hold all the plates in the air. So the day that I told him, maybe 2 days later, my wife says, she comes to me, she says, I'm officially fully licensed professional, and I'm going to be making 5% more at my job. I get to raise my pay up of what people have to pay me, and insurance companies are going to pay me more money. I said,
as soon as you took your hands off of it,
Right.
basically something happened.
Right.
and so I'm just so I'm thankful for that, but and it wasn't really the money thing piece. It was honestly me letting go of something and saying, God, I trust you that if I let go of these few extra dollars,
Yep.
that you can have more value add than these couple dollars could.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure. That's real. And hopefully you're resting more. I'm happy that you're choosing to edit the pod over making music
Same.
for the mighty.
I am too. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the cheerleader squad,
I am not.
but I'm thankful for myself.
I'm not. I'm just grateful.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely
So-
appreciate that.
So yeah, part of getting all back to the point of sometimes you got to let go of something in order to have rest, because the thing that you're holding on to that you feel as though you desperately need may actually be the thing that is keeping you from
resting.
From resting.
Absolutely.
Have you ever felt guilty when resting? Have you ever felt
Absolutely.
like, yeah, because I've I don't know if this is the right way to explain it, but I feel like since I was laid off, I haven't rested at all since then, and I have plenty of time to rest, but part of me feels guilty for resting
Mm-hmm.
because I'm still, although I didn't just like up and quit my job or something like that, I feel guilty resting because I see my wife come home from a hard day of work and
Yeah.
she come in tired and putting down bags and beat down and taking a deep breath, like relieved to be at home, and I ain't been at work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't been at like a physical work location or whatever. So I feel like I haven't been resting at all, and I've been making myself busy because I don't want her to feel like I just been sitting around
Yeah.
while she's been working. And I'm not even saying that she thinks that.
No,
I was
for
like,
sure.
I don't even want her to think that I just been, sitting around. So I just been making myself busy at times. Some of it good, some of it bad, just because I don't even want her to think that I just was chilling on the couch or something like that when she come in the door. So you talking about y'all playing the game, resting? I haven't even touched
Really?
my game, bro. I haven't. I'm like, because, and this is me again. She ain't said nothing like that. I feel like if she laid in that other room or something after a hard day at work, and she hear that beep come on, and she hear that beep come on that PlayStation, like, I know you ain't out here playing games. You got time to play games right now? That's what you got. And that's like, she not saying that, but
Oh
that's
my
like
gosh.
my fear is like, if I rest or if I chill, you know what I'm saying, or something, like, is she gonna view me a certain way? So I'm like, bro, I'm wiping the baseboards in the house. I'm doing all type of stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to sit here and let her. So it's been like, so it makes me, it has made me feel guilty at times because I feel like watching her go through just a tough time in general, like in life and at work, and just the added pressure and things that were, put on her and whatnot. It's hard for me to be in this space and not feel guilty at times about having the time or resting on different things.
Yeah, part of it is interesting too. I think as once I got into the core of what I was doing when I was full-time entrepreneurship, and things were clicking, and everything was in place, systems were running. I mean, that's the reason why you start a business, right? Is to have free ownership, to have ownership of your time, and to grow something, do something that you're passionate about. Obviously, I think a lot of it too has been tainted. Like, we've been fed into what work is supposed to look like. And like, we are so used to 40-hour work week, sitting in traffic, this, that, and the third. But it's like, if you can find a way to sustain yourself, sustain your family, like, there's nothing wrong with being able to own your time and chill and like, you know what I mean? Be able to, as long as you're getting your work done and doing the thing that produces the, you know what I mean? The money that's coming in, that's covering it. Like, life is so much more than work, and we don't even really allow for it to be that. And I think, to talk about the picture of rest, right? If I was to think about it, as I'm a verbal processor. If y'all haven't noticed yet, I think while I'm talking. But I would think, if I was to paint my picture of what rest looks like, it's like being able to have life be in that balanced flow of like, I'm not like, because right now it's like, I wake up, I gotta pack lunch bag, Lottie's lunch bag. Gotta pack my lunch bag. Gotta get her dressed for school. Gotta get myself dressed. Gotta get out the door. Gotta get her to daycare by a certain time. Gotta get in the office by a certain time. Gotta leave the office by a certain time. Gotta pick up by a certain time. Gotta be home at a certain time. Gotta start dinner. And it's like, there's no space for anything in between, right? Where like,
You got a quality snap too.
Yeah.
oh, appreciate it.
You hear mine. You hear mine. Them just was effortless. I'm like, I can't even snap with the left.
I can't snap with the right. Crazy enough, even though I'm right-handed.
Yeah,
that was the left hand. But yeah, bro, it's like, I think rest would be like, life would be at a more incorporated and balanced state where everything's kind of flowing together. And that comes from just being able to have something that produces income that doesn't require the full expectations of a 8, 10, 12-hour workday situation. Because then it becomes easier for the family stuff and like all of those types of things. You know what I'm saying? So the family stuff becomes more of a pleasure and more of a like, you get to enjoy it and be present, versus it being like something else that you have to do in between doing something else. You know what I mean? So I think rest for me would be having something that's well integrated where I can take care of myself physically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a hurry and a rush to get from point A to point B, but like, I'm just kind of flowing through the day. And that's not to say that things don't pick up and you don't get busy and you don't have other things you can do. But I mean, I remember this was when I was getting ready to leave corporate and I was real like frustrated with corporate. I remember we went to like lunch and went to Panera Bread at North Lake. And it was like a random like Tuesday or Wednesday. And it was like 12 in the afternoon. I'm with some of my coworkers. And I just was looking around and I was like, what are all these people in here doing and smiling and happy and laughing about at 12:30 on a Wednesday? Don't y'all got like, what are y'all doing with y'all? Like, what are you doing with your life right now that you can, like, what do you do?
Be happy.
That you're sitting here happy at 12:30 in a Panera Bread on a Wednesday. And then, fast forward several years, like I said, when I got to a space where things were working with the business really well, I got to experience that of like, client calls taken care of, emails are sent, this is done.
I'm going to Panera.
But not my choice.
Not your play,
but absolutely that version of that. Or like, I'm about to hop on the game for a little bit, or I'm about to like listen. And that's when you start to see, especially being in a creative industry, like a lot of times people will be like, oh, creatives just want to do this and do that. It's like, well, you have to live life in order to be inspired to make things. And you have to be able to, like, your interest and your insights are the value. Like even me, like being a brand strategist is like, the insights that I'm seeing in the world are the things that are valuable that I'm bringing to clients. So if I don't have space to live or experience or read or scroll at my will or pay attention to things I'm interested in, I'm not building insights that are actually going to, build up my skill set to bring value to the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a balance. It's a give and a take in various seasons. But I think ultimately that's what rest would look like for me, is like having something where life is balanced and well integrated. And I've experienced seasons of that in the past. I don't know what it looks like or when we'll get to it again currently, but that's what it looks like.
And the word that you said is balance. Why do I feel guilty for resting? Is because I don't know how to balance well. So I can actually sit down and say, I am resting right now. I'm resting because I just did a full day. But then my rest is 3 to 4 hours of aimless nothing.
As it should be.
But that's the thing but then I feel guilty
about it
because I feel you on that, but a part of me is saying that I still need some type of the word going back to it, balance. I need to be
You just worked a full day though.
I did just work a full day. I did just work a full day, but at the same time it's just like moderation and not an overindulgence
in free time.
Yeah.
If
You traded 8 for 4 though.
that's what I was just about to say. Numbers wise,
True. But it's just like there's no reason why I should have finished that whole season.
See, I feel like
a
I'm
TV
looking
show.
at myself right now as you talk, and now I see what I be doing to myself listening to you right now. Not in a bad way, but what I'm watching you do is the same thing that I'm doing, trying to unrationalize the fact that I'm resting right now, and it should be okay for me to do that after I put the work in. But I feel guilty about it anyway. That's what I'm watching myself right now as you talk, because I do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I watched a series. Oh, I shouldn't have watched. What could I have done with all them hours that I just used watching that series?
Mm-hmm.
Not taking into account all the hours that I had spent working previously or something like that. Like I literally be doing the same thing at times, and then I'd be sitting there like I literally have to tell myself it's fine to lay here for a little while.
Yeah, and
like,
I mean,
it's fine to sit here. It's fine to.
But for a whole season's worth, maybe half.
But 4 hours, 4 hours isn't a lot. 4 hours isn't a long time in the grand scheme of the day.
is this like you feel this happens midweek?
Yeah.
Or like not, so it's not weekends, midweek. I can understand that a little bit, but also too, bro, it's like, again, there's so many added things. Like our routine is kind of set up similarly, where we may watch like we watch a couple hours of TV, like after getting home and eating and all the things and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I could be washing dishes, I could be washing bottles, we could be folding laundry, it's always going to be something that you could be doing. Always going to be something that you could be doing. So at some point you have to like, you gotta let things fall to a certain degree. Like at some point it's just like, bro, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take this nap. And even if I do get into bed at 2:00, I got my nap earlier so that I could power through and wash these dishes and do everything to help shut down the house. And like that's just what the season that we're in right now. And I think to be able to embrace the fact that like I'm just in a 3 to 4 hour binging season is not a bad thing. Especially if like your needs are met and there's nothing that you're doing in detriment. Now, if you said like, oh, I want to run a marathon this year, and you're supposed to be on your training schedule, and that's your time to go get an hour or two, that's something to feel guilty about.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got nothing, if you did your homework,
so the homework ain't done yet. That's the reason why. I just
now it makes sense. Now we talk.
I ain't got no homework, but I be feeling like that,
right?
Like because I be saying, what could I have done with that time? What could I have done? Is usually what I be thinking to myself instead of just being like, it's okay, it's just chill, bro. It's okay to chill.
That goes back to the rest isn't running from responsibility. That's procrastination that you're like, I should have just.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
100% like.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh well.
I was gonna get there if y'all had let me.
We sorry.
That's our bad.
We'll let you.
We was trying to make sure you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but and that's the thing. Like, I still need to hear that though, because it's like, hey, being able working 8 hours, that's one thing, and then coming home, doing watching a couple episodes, and then jumping into my homework, like, and then maybe even doing some other things like. It's so many responsibilities. It's just like right now, it's just realizing that I can't do a whole season today. Like my wife and I, she's got notes she has to do. I have homework we have to do, but we'll watch Nurse Jackie a whole season because we are running away from our responsibilities. But I have found that the only freedom that I really do have is when I can say, everything that needs to be done is done right now.
Now there gets me into what is everything, but
yeah, and that's I was about to say. Now some of the responsibilities they just fall to the wayside. Mm-hmm. There's a couch at my house that is full of clothes that ain't been folded yet, and they ain't gonna get folded.
Well, the thing is,
do they have to be folded?
They don't have to be folded. To be quite honest with you,
the best thing that I heard was that, and I forget again, hearing some content, hearing some podcast or something. That like laundry is a process. You're always in a specific phase. You're either washing, or you're drying, or you're folding,
Or putting away.
or putting away. But laundry is never done because you're always wearing clothes.
That's big facts.
So, I mean, that's just that's one of the. You're always wearing clothes, so you're just somewhere in the process.
That sleeps on the floor cannot fall out of the bed.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
That's
Or
true.
have to make one. I've been there before.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is
bro.
very
Had to
true.
make no bed.
So I mean, we end up piling it up because we was just in a washing cycle and a drying cycle.
That's true.
And then eventually, one of these days, that turns into a folding cycle. And then eventually that turns into a putting away cycle. And sometimes it's a mixture of all those things. But
I think one of the things that has saved me the most is realizing that this is just a season. And this too shall pass.
thanks.
And realizing that this won't always be that it has to be. And it gives me hope of what is to come. However, I'd still have to take those moments and still say, but let me enjoy the process at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I have to read an article for class, I'm like, this is the dumbest article that I've ever read before. But embracing the process is realizing, but I will be a better person after reading this article. Not necessarily like morally, but I'm saying like, but knowledge wise or something like that.
Do you look at any other, like, I'm just curious because people that are going back to professional school, like, do you use any of those like study resources or any of those like AI tools that'll like read the articles to you?
Yeah,
Use
I
that a
do.
lot?
Actually, I have to do that a lot. So I'll throw an article in chat and say, "Hey, give me a synopsis of this." But I still have to. I'll still have to read certain things because while AI will give me a synopsis, it will miss like some of the points. Like I give you a prime example. I had to read an article on narrative methodology of collecting data, right, and doing interviews. And the synopsis gave me everything in the article except the narrative part. So I had to go back and grab a couple of things, but it did speed up the process, so I didn't actually have to read the whole article line for line.
But I'm talking about there's some tools that will like literally like read it to you.
Oh yes. I've
too.
used it, but even that still takes time. And a lot of those articles just be a bunch of fluff. I just give me the main
Give me one
point.
of those.
Yeah.
Give me one of them tools later.
Yeah, I'll look at
So I
yeah.
can
They got it's a
do
couple of them. I
screen.
think Google got one that'll like turn it into a podcast and you can hear two people
Yeah,
talk
that's
about it.
Gemini
back and
will
forth.
turn it to a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notebook LMS I think does that.
Yeah.
Will turn the book into a podcast for you to be able to listen to.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of folks that are in like grad school and stuff online talking about those joints. I was curious if you had any experience.
I used to use Natural Reader, which is a AI tool that will read your PDFs and stuff like that. It'll read it to you. But even that is just, it takes a long process. You know what I'm saying? Because half the time it's not the reading part, it's the synthesizing part for me.
Yeah.
It's like, why does this even
Matter.
why do I
What's the
yeah, why does
process?
this matter? Why should I even care about this? That really gets me. And so that's the reason why I use the AI tools to say, all right, what is the important part of this that I need to know? So yeah.
I think and I don't know how much time we got left, but I think the only other thing that keeps me from not resting that I'm learning is that I just don't have a structure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm really realizing how unstructured I am now that I have no structure. As soon as I determined I was going to be an entrepreneur and it was up to me to figure out how to structure my day and structure my time, I really realized I don't have no structure.
Yeah.
And because I don't or am learning how to build one, there was no way for me to rest because I was always trying to do everything
Yeah.
all the time. Like I'm trying to do literally everything. And there's like no one thing. I'm talked to Dave and he's like, hey, one thing. What is the one thing that you can do right now?
Yes.
And do that right now.
Yes.
And stop trying to do
yes.
everything that you have, you know what I'm saying, on this thing. And it like literally had not realized that mostly all of my structure was coming from the structure of work that had been built for me. So like being in the corporate system, I had a structure for the day. Someone was telling me how to spend my time, when to take lunch, how to do all these things. And when I wasn't, life had a structure for me because I was picking up the kids, taking them to school, doing all these, different things. So I had a structure, but 80% of it was determined by work. And then once I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna bet on myself and do entrepreneurship. It was like, all right. I started, patting like, all right, what am I supposed to be doing right now? How am I supposed to be using? It's crazy how you kind of know what to do and don't know what to do all at the same time.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I didn't realize how unstructured I was until I had no structure, and now I'm like, all right, I definitely need a structure for a life to be able to have those moments to rest and not feel guilty about it. And I think that's part of the reason why I was, and at times feeling guilty, was because I didn't have a structure to anything. So then I was trying to do everything, and also when you're trying to do everything, you ain't doing nothing. At all. Anyway, so yeah, I think if you're someone like me and you listen to this, you feel like the same way. Find a structure, bro. Like find a way to create a structure. I had to use ChatGPT. If I'm being honest with you, help me make a schedule.
I was about to ask you. So what did you do to get your structure, and what is your structure now?
I haven't got the structure all the way down. I literally just did it after coming back from vacation. I just had the idea of using ChatGPT to build my schedule, but the finding the structure was through conversation with other people around me, and it was just I set goals like, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm working on, these are the things that I do throughout the day. On this day I have this at this time, different. So I like laid out my life for ChatGPT in combination with the stuff I'm trying to do. It was like, help me build a daily and weekly schedule to govern myself with. So it spit out a schedule, for me to follow, like these hours do this, these hours do that, blah, blah, blah. And then this time be for family, resting, whatever it is that you, so I haven't put it in practice yet. This coming Monday will be my first time actually trying to get through the week with the schedule to see. So
that's awesome.
I'll let you know how it work out.
Yeah, I feel you on that. One of the things that I struggle with as far as like structure, I'll be at work thinking about stuff outside of work. And then I'll be like, all right, so how can I do the stuff outside of work and work at the same time? You cannot. You cannot. So I've had to give myself permission. And nobody at my job look at this podcast is what I'm about to say. I had to give myself permission that when I'm at work to just do work. And not I know that sounds crazy, but it's just like, hey, if that text message came in, I don't have to reply right now. If that email from my personal came in, I don't have to reply right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be here. And when the time comes, whether it be on break or whether you transitioning back home, when you get to the house, that's when you can actually focus on it. Because it's like, yo, the group chat is going to be there.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to respond to it right now, or whatever other responsibilities are going to be there. You can wait until then. And it's like, all right, my mind is focused and I'm just going to be here. And then also when I'm in these other spaces, all right, I can focus on this and not have to work. When I leave work, I don't have to worry about work right now. Because when I come back to work tomorrow, I'm going to do work, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I've had to give myself that permission.
Facts.
It's necessary, man. Creating those boundaries for yourself.
Boundaries.
And rest, man. Don't be afraid to rest, man. Like, legit. I know a lot of guys who literally just don't rest because, like we said, they feel guilty. They feel pressure. They feel like they can't. Getting on social media, seeing everyone making moves and doing all this stuff, you kind of feel like, you're in grind culture, so you always got to be moving, always got to be trying to get to the next thing and stuff like that, and just forgetting that people only show you a snapshot, of their life and not really everything that they're doing. And some people finessing, if we just being honest, so just literally taking the time to rest, taking the time to recalibrate, reset, whatever the term is that you want to use that'll make you feel comfortable about resting. Just be intentional about it, because especially black men, we die earlier than most other and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we don't rest and that we don't take the time and be intentional about a lot of things that we talk about. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be here as long as possible.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So I definitely am working to prioritize rest and unlearn some of the things I've been taught to me through working and different things like that. But I definitely would encourage each of y'all to just be intentional about finding an opportunity to rest in general.
Absolutely.
Perfect way to end it.
Dave, you want to give a shout out of a shot at closing us out?
This has been the Manly D's podcast. Make sure that you tap in on the merchandise, tap in on the Patreon, holla at us. We here. It's your boy Troy,
Hey.
Melly Mel,
Hey,
Dave Has Wings. Lace will be back soon,
yeah,
and we out.
we out.
We out.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Great job. Great job on the spot.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good stuff.